Hi guys, welcome back if you are followers of mine, and welcome if you're new. My name is Nargis. I have an Instagram blog and a website that I'm trying to build right now, and on my YouTube channel I share videos related to my passion for journaling and stationery. Please stick around if you like what you see. Let's get into today's video. So today I am doing an unboxing / review of the modular mini notebooks from a Pakistani company called My Type Store. I have reviewed another journal from these guys on my YouTube channel before, so I'll link that down below and you can go ahead and check it out. So they always include this little booklet with all the packages that they send out. It has a little bit of history about the company as well as their entire product line. My favorite thing about this company is that everything is proudly made in Pakistan, and naturally that means a heck of a lot to me. The fact that it's stationery and it's made locally, it's a win-win-win situation in my opinion. The products are really great so far. I've had nothing but good experiences. So let's see how things go today. So today I'm reviewing their new minimum viable series. I purchased these myself, so my opinions are entirely my own. This series is one that they just launched. It includes a pack of 3 notebooks, one for tasks, one for memos, and one for planning. Each notebook is 6.5 by 4.5 inches, all spiral bound, ivory colored paper, 120 GSM count with a 650 GSM craft card cover, which is embossed with the title. Let's go through each notebook. We'll flip through, have a look, and then we'll pen test one of them since the paper count is the same in each one. Okay, so the first notebook up in the series is for tasks. Let's talk a little bit about the cover. On the top it says My Everyday Carry, which is essentially the series that they've created around this line. They have the My Type Store emblem, the name, and then the number 1 because it's the first one in the series, with task list and made in Pakistan, and that just makes my heart absolutely sing. It's spiral bound, like I said. The craft cover is really durable. In the back, you have the emblem of the store again, and then you have a quote. If you talk about it, it's a dream. If you envision it, it's possible. But if you schedule it, it's real. And that's absolutely true. I really love that quote, and I find it super inspiring. Okay, now let's open it up and do a quick flip through. So opening up to the first page, you can see again their emblem. I love that they put their logo everywhere, and it's such a funky logo too. You have their website down at the bottom, so you can go ahead and check it out. It is 120 GSM count, but obviously things are printed, so it will be a little bit of ghosting there, but that's okay. On the left-hand side, you have an information page, so you can just put in everything about you that you need in case your diary gets lost. And then you have a little section for contents, which I find so ideal. If you bullet journal, then having an index is one of the most key aspects of creating a journal. And for me, I just found this to be a really attractive thing to have in their book. I wish they had it in their larger notebooks as well, actually. Okay, so we head on over to the right side. You can write down your date, and then you have the days of the week, and you can just circle which day it is. And then on the side, you have these light circles so you can check off your tasks because this is a task list notebook. As you continue forward, the pages are all identical, and you just flip on through. The spiral bound makes it very easy to move through this notebook. So the inside back cover, it has some more information about the notebook, the copyright, a little bit more about the company details, etc., and a QR code, which you can scan with your phone, and I'm assuming that will take you to the website, so you can check out the rest of their product line. It's definitely good advertising, and it's smart marketing to have all this information in the back of the journal, easily accessible, so, there's no chance for a customer to forget. Okay, let's switch on over to number 2 in the series, which is the minimum viable memo. So the color has changed here now. It's like a reddish maroon rather than the black. I like the fact that all 3 of them are different colors. I find that really attractive, and it's such a beautiful color palette to actually work with. So again, the cover is identical to the tasks. Everything is the same logo, same thing. The only thing that's different is that it says number 2 and it says memo down in the bottom, because this is basically for you to take your notes. The quote in the back is also different. It says, a dream written down becomes a goal broken down into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed by action becomes a reality. So again, extremely motivational, incredibly encouraging, and something that I find so useful to just have it, on hand in the back of my notebook. Okay, flipping through again, the inside cover, I love the feeling of the embossing on this. Honestly, it's just beautiful. And the cover and everything inside is the same. So you have the logo in the front, you have the information on the left, and then you have the page itself. The page is identical with the date and the weekdays and everything, but there's just no task list circles on the side. It's just plain lined paper. So it's essentially for note-taking, writing whatever you need to, as you see fit kind of thing. This is definitely something I could see myself popping into my purse. Okay, lastly, we're on to minimum viable plans, and this is a beautiful camel toned notebook, and again, the color palette, I can't get over it. So it's, again, same as a task and same as the memo notebook, except it says number 3 on it, and it says plain paper down at the bottom, because this is a plain paper notebook. In the back, it says, don't fear failure, fear being in the exact same place next year as you are today. And out of all 3 of the quotes, this one is by far my favorite, because it's just, it's just pushing you to be a better version of yourself. Okay, so the inside is identical to the other 2 notebooks. You have your same essential information section, the logos, everything's there, but this is a plain notebook, and that's the only difference here. In the back, again, you have the same information that you had before. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and do some pen testing now? We'll just pen test one of these books. We'll do the plan one because they all have 120 GSM thickness, so it doesn't really make sense to, test all 3. So I'm going to pull out some of my favorite pens, and we'll see what the ghosting situation is, and maybe do some stamping, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so first, let's get into these Crayola Super Tips. I use Super Tips constantly in all of my journals, and so it just makes sense to me to test these out first. I'm using the colors of the color palette, black and camel toned and maroon. Unfortunately, Super Tips don't have numbers attached to them, so I can't tell you what the color reference is. That's just, it is what it is. So doing a quick flip before we test the rest of the pens, I'm here filming in natural light, so obviously you're going to see it way more than you would in like regular lighting, but really to the naked eye, the ghosting is not that much. It's what you would expect from 120 GSM, that's for sure. Okay, so let's check out some more pens. This is a Faber-Castell metallic pen. Again, these are all the pens that I use frequently when I'm bullet journaling. This is a Faber-Castell Pitt pen, and this is in a very dark black, and it has a tendency to ghost. This is a Faber-Castell Pitt pen again, but in a lighter shade. And then we are heading on over to a Muji pen in dark blue in a 0.5 tip. And then my Sakura microns, I'm doing a 0.2 and then also a 0.8 because, I use a range, but this is, one of the darker ones, thicker ones, and then one of the smaller nibs. And then finally, I'm just using a highlighter that I picked up from the stationery store just to sort of get an idea of things. And let's see how it goes. Okay, so once again, I'm going to go ahead and reiterate that I am sitting in natural light, so things look more prominent than they should. But if you put the paper down, you can see that the ghosting is actually not substantial at all. It is what you would expect from 120 GSM paper, and over the last couple of months, I have actually grown to appreciate ghosting, and I really like sort of the feel of seeing the fullness of my notebook, so I'm okay with it. Okay, let's do some stamping. These are some stamps that I got from Daraz, and this is a stamping pad that I got from Daraz as well, and we're just going to go ahead, stamp this down and see. I don't really see myself stamping in these notebooks, but I thought, it would just be good to give a full review of things and see how it holds up. that transferred really well. And I always love a good stamp transfer. It makes me super excited. Clearly, adulting is doing me no favors. Okay, so you can see again in the natural light, you can see it quite clearly, but when you put it down, it's not that prominent at all. And it's sufficient enough where I can handle it. I mean, I've used 160 GSM notebooks as well, and I am now more interested in, enjoying the 120 GSM. I really don't mind it. I can flip through between each of them. But if it's a problem for you, then you might want to think about that. And that's it. This is pretty much my review and look and flip through the Minimum Viable series by My Type Store. We have our tasks book, our memo book, and our planning book. Head on over to my Instagram and my website where I am uploading some content about how you can use these notebooks in this digital age and why going analog is such a great thing, because I'm a big believer in pen to paper. And I'm assuming if you're watching this video, then you are as well. So all the information will be linked down below. Please go ahead and check it out. Drop a comment and a thumbs up if you liked this video. Please subscribe if you would like to see more of this content, and let me know in the comments what other content you would like to see. All the necessary information, like I said, will be in the description box. I will see you guys next time. Bye.